Good afternoon, YouTube. This is Brad. Welcome to my channel. Actually, first, you guys, of hopefully many videos. And what I kind of want to focus on is people 40 and over living their best life. I want to share again what's it like to live in Southern California. Personal things, what it's like to live with the family that's experiencing some mental illness problems, that can just, and how things I've learned over the year and a half I would never have imagined. People experiencing this, regarding the families that are dealing with mental illness. So lots to talk about, you guys. Okay, regarding giving you guys ideas regarding, building your own YouTube channel, as I say, is just start creating a video. This is, again, my first video. So, everyone has a voice, or everyone is good at something. Like I said, a successful entrepreneur. Like I said, I originally come from the Midwest, Omaha, Nebraska. Moved out here in the late 90s in Southern California is one of my dreams, right? And I've been here ever since. And sitting here in mid-January, and it's about 75 degrees, just beautiful, right? The rest of the country is probably in snow. But you guys, again, regarding ideas, what are you good at? What are your passions? One of my, again, most of my business career has been in retail, men's apparel. And when I came out here in Southern California, I actually worked for a retail company, and then I wanted to get out of retail and worked for a company that taught me men's high fashion. And so then worked for them for about a year, and then after that I wanted to start my own. So around 2005, 2006, I started my own brand called John Bradley, and so then basically I've been doing that ever since. So high-end, custom, bespoke, custom suits and custom shirts for gentlemen. And obviously with the economy, 2008, 2010 wasn't that great, and especially with COVID, many businessmen were at home. So I had to pivot and think of other things of, what could I do, provide for my family here. Like I said, I am a father of 5, been married, going to be 28 years this May. So, what is the secret? That's another topic, but again, getting you guys ideas regarding what can you do, what can you build, what can you, regarding building a channel. Again, and when I've heard, and I took my own advice regarding, I started another online business where my passion of, with COVID, I actually got back into bicycle motocross, BMX, which I loved it as a kid. Actually, that's one thing that brought me to Southern California is racing BMX. And I found myself back racing at the age of 50 in 2021. I don't know if it was midlife crisis, but yeah. And so this is actually my 6th season. And then with COVID, everyone not being home, that kind of thing, not wearing suits, I needed to be, start, thinking outside the box, and take my own advice. I decided to create something of my passion: clothing and bicycle motocross racing. And I started again, started that journey in 2021, and now it is a completely different model regarding my suit business. I basically see my clients in person. This is a completely different model where I online business, and there's different platforms you can use. You obviously have to have a website, and I've found it, to use Shopify, with so many different things you need to think about, regarding creating that online platform. What's it going to look like? Are you going to accept, cash, things like that? Again, this is another video for that. But if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. But as I grow this channel, I'm here to give you guys ideas regarding what are your passions, what to what can you create an online income? This, creating a YouTube channel. I've been thinking about this, doing this a long time, and it basically just sitting down and start videoing yourself, right? What can you share? What is your voice to the world? What is your expertise? Again, been on this earth for a while. Father of five, I've learned a lot. I have a lot to still learn, but I also have a lot to teach. I also have, like I said, with family with that experiencing mental health problems, as I mentioned. Like there's many families that are experiencing that I never years ahead of me. That process about a year and a half that we've gone in. So, but regarding creating that online business, again, I created the online racing apparel John Bradley custom, where that is a business. Yes, that there are riders that always have that racing. There's many options out there, but our niches, we have over 100 different designs for our rider, as well as we can provide a pair of pants, because everything's made to order, custom length. But this flies right. But again, creating your online with YouTube, creating your voice. What do you have to share with the world? So basically, I'm here to. There's many things we're going to talk about. Creating your online store. To creating an online store with Shopify, creating your platform with YouTube. Again, this is one of many videos. Obviously, things we'll talk about is, regarding lighting, microphones, things like that. Right now, I'm outside. But what is your passion? I found my passion, regarding fashion, clothing, and racing apparel. And what was important to me as a writer. So I created John Bradley custom racing apparel. And now my third idea is creating a YouTube channel. Teaching people, if you have questions, how to create the online store with Shopify, how to come up with ideas regarding what to talk about. I mean, everybody has a voice. Everybody, like I said, everyone has life experiences. There's someone going through life that you're going through. So you guys, thank you for joining me on this journey. Again, this is Brad. Nice to meet you guys. And you guys, please subscribe. If you like this, what you're hopefully to see in the future, please like, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.